I can't remember the last time I had this much fun before morning coffee.
Glad to hear it. After all, we aim to please.
Oh, listen. House is so quiet.
Why not? Junior's with a friend, Jamie's at Brooks. Oh.
What?
I think I hear the beginnings of maternal withdrawal.
No.
Yes?
No, I just enjoy being alone with you.
I should certainly hope so. It's about time. Finally. No more planes to get on, no more faxes to send, no more phones ringing in our ear, just you, me, and this great, big bed.
You really don't miss working at Orsini, do you?
Like a bad toothache.
I can't tell you how wonderful it is to not have you running back and forth between coasts anymore.
Oh, honey, I swear, may I never set foot on another plane again as long as I live.
Well, don't say that.
Why? You planning on shipping me somewhere?
As a matter of fact, I am.
Didn't hear you get up.
I dressed in the guest room.
I was hoping that we could talk last night when I came up, but you were asleep.
I was exhausted.
Yeah, it was a rough night for both of us. I read your notes.
Oh, and you reserved a little compassion for our marriage. How thoughtful.
Erica, stop with the sarcasm.
If you wanted to talk to me, you really shouldn't have run out of here last night.
I didn't run out. I went over to find out
I know where
how
you
good...
went. You went to apologize for your wicked wife.
No. No, if you would just try and understand what actually happened...
Because you didn't trust me to tell you the truth? Well, sorry, I'm late for an appointment.
Erica, I want us to talk this out.
You had your chance last night.
Your note said that I never heard your side. I'm sorry. That wasn't right to you or to us.
I agree with you there.
So I'm asking you now about Maria's accusation. Did you slip Elise Flynn the gossip exclusive on Julia?
Are lights too bright for you, Miss Santos?
No, they're okay.
Lose the glasses.
Oh, come on, Nurse Harris. Don't you have any sense of mystery?
This is Pine Valley Hospital, dear, not the Casbah.
Did you ever watch television?
Except for the moonwalk and Richard Nixon's resignation, I avoid it like the plague. Get rid of them, dear.
I think they're sexy. Did they help?
No. Reporters still chase me like crazy. What I wouldn't give for just one day in our lives without problems and complications.
I ain't got no problems. Not with us. Hey, we got a couple of things to face down, so what? Nothing you and I can't do.
On a good day, I feel the same way.
You know, them reporters, they can't change the facts. I love Julia. And they can try and mess with that, but nothing nobody does or says is gonna make that untrue. Not those news sluts. And not Taylor, you hear me? Especially not Taylor.
Derek, this is ridiculous. I can get myself to my own doctor's appointment.
Humor me.
Look, it's morning sickness. Every woman gets her share.
Yeah, well, you get more than your share. Headquarters brass isn't happy, Taylor. I mean, you're very close to probation.
They can't do that to me.
They will if you don't log in the hours.
I need the health benefits. I can't lose my job and I'm not with the baby. How can they be so heartless?
Look, all you need is a doctor's note explaining how sick you've been, and then your problems are solved.
From Clader? Forget it. He's not going to do it.
Why not? He's your doctor, isn't he?
Well, of course he's my doctor, but the man has a huge patient load. He doesn't have time for every little problem. Look, I'll just get his nurse to write something.
No, it's got to come from the doctor, else it's not going to fly.
Well, then I'll handle it myself. Look, you better go check in or we'll both be in the probation
Look,
line.
forget it. You're not going to get rid of me until we get that note.
Oh, Dr. Clader?
Yes.
I have a message for you.
Thank you.
No time like the present. Look, it's not going to get any easier. Let's just go do this, all right? Come on. Excuse me, Dr. Clader. Hi, I'm Derek Fry. You might remember you delivered Mimi Reed and my baby.
Of course. Yes.
Miss Cannon and I are both with the Pine Valley Police Department.
What can I do for you?
We have a little problem. You see, department policy calls for a doctor's note when a pregnant officer misses work due to morning sickness or a prenatal checkup. And Miss Cannon, well, Officer Cannon didn't want to bother you, but it's very important we get something in her file.
I see.
Oh. Look, I have to take that, but Doctor, would you mind, please?
No, I understand.
Thank you.
Just what kind of a game are you playing now, Miss Cannon? And we both know that you're not pregnant, and I will not perpetuate this lie with a note or anything else. Do you understand?
Look, I can explain, Doctor. Not the way we...
Doctor, you're wanted in Library 5.
I'll be right in.
And what do these look like to you?
Those look like lace pens.
Mm-hmm.
They're not my size, though.
All of this nonsense arrived on my floor this morning.
All right. Fess up, Harris. Who's a secret admirer?
They're not mine. This one reads, "My dearest temple of male perfection, the sight of you and your accent jeans leaves me breathless." Need I say more?
What's all this?
Well, we have candy and letters and...
Lots of lingerie.
Mm-hmm.
These women are crazy.
Crazy about you.
Miss Harris?
Yes, Doctor.
Very nice.
Oh, Doctor, Martin, you don't think that...
And yours, Doctor, no?
All right, Kiefer. Just informed your grand admirers of your new forwarding address.
Yes, ma'am.
What now?
Well, Noah, I've seen the ads. Your career's taking off.
Yeah, go figure, Doc. One day I'm hauling bedpans, and next day strange women are sending me their underwear. All on account of one stupid picture, huh?
Well, Tad thinks you're going places.
Yeah, well, that cutting-edge nightmare wasn't my idea going no place. You catch it?
Yes, I did. I did. I thought you handled a difficult situation very well. Thought the audience was completely with you. Speaking of which, I'm headed over there now myself. I'm going to get a studio tour.
Yeah, well, you watch your back, Doc. You got a whole lot of sharks down there. People couldn't care less who they hurt so long as they get good copy.
You've already made up your mind.
I never said I believed Maria.
No, you just hung on her every word and then flew over there to Wildwood to coddle her.
I was angry. I mean, this sort of thing has happened too many times lately.
So you're saying it's my fault? You don't trust me?
Well, you blew it wide open about Edmund writing the in vitro article, and then there was the slip about Brooke helping with an adoption.
So now you're making a grand leap to that big mouth Elise Flynn and that mousy little Julia Santos?
Erica, I love you, but my head is not in the sand. I have heard your comments and digs against Maria.
Oh, so you think now that I'm using Julia to get to her?
Are you?
For your information, I never even wanted to interview Noah Kiefer in the first place. I think he's a big nobody who stumbled into the spotlight because he had one lousy ad. It was Tad who forced me to do that and have him on the show.
You were asking the questions. He was embarrassed, Erica. You exposed a very painful situation.
If he can't pay the price of fame, he should go back to pushing him up for minimum wage. I mean, heaven knows that my personal life has never been immune to the tabloids.
This was his first time out. Couldn't you have been a little more sensitive? Did you stop to think what this would do to Julia?
I didn't even know Julia was involved until Noah named her. And incidentally, I didn't create that messy triangle. I didn't get Taylor pregnant.
No, you just told the whole world all about it.
You know something? You are so worried about Julia's feelings and Maria's feelings and everybody's feelings but mine. Where is my understanding, Dimitri? Where is my support? Isn't it a shame you can't spare any of your famous sympathy for your own wife?
Erica, we're not through talking about... Damn it!
Oh, honey, you shouldn't have. You got any brochure?
Stop.
Hey.
I was going by this travel agency on my way to the university, and they had these huge posters of autumn in New England.
Why? Does it tap your own sap month?
No! They're having a special on these fall foliage tours. I've always wanted to go to Vermont, see the leaves change, smell that brisk autumn wind. The travel agent had this perfect old inn with huge brass beds and fireplaces in every room.
I'm sold. That's it. Let's go. Sounds great.
We are.
Huh?
I booked a place over Columbus Day weekend.
That's it? I mean, it's a done deal?
Yeah. I mean, we can cancel, you know, within 48 hours.
Cancel? You crazy? It's a great idea. It's brilliant. It's precisely why I walked away from Orsini in the first place. Just spend more time with you and our passel of young'uns.
Let's leave the passel of young'uns at home.
I like the sound of that.
What time do you have to be at the studio?
What studio? Give me the box.
Come on, Erica. Live TV.
Forget it. I suddenly had this overwhelming urge to make love to my wife all morning. Oh. What? I forgot. Oh, no. This is the morning I agreed to meet Dad at the studio.
Oh.
And I'm late. I gotta get out of here, honey. I'm running late as it is. Take a shower.
Well, I have class.
That's Erica. Tell her I'm taking a cold shower.
Hello?
Well, good morning, stranger. Where have you been?
Hi, Jason. Buried in my books. Where else?
I haven't seen you around.
Between studying the library, observing Mike Delaney's class, and my personal life, I don't think I've had very much time.
Ah, the story of your glamorous life.
How about you?
You know, same old, same old. How about a study session later?
Oh, you know what? I don't think I can.
Come on. You're all over this adolescent psych, and I'm drowning. Please, Dix, you're my only hope.
Oh.
And not too hard on the eyes, either.
You're killing me here. Gosh. Okay, how about you meet me at the library around lunchtime? I think I can squeeze in a little hour there. Okay.
Great. It's a date.
Okay. Bye. See ya. Room for one more? Honey?
Get your beautiful body in here.
Look, let's just go out tonight and show those reporters how strong and beautiful we really are.
Oh, I can just see us now, sipping an expensive wine with 20 of our favorite reporters sitting under the table.
Oh, they're gonna have to wait. We got our own problems right here.
Oh, Mama, are you okay? What are you doing here?
I was fine till I turned on Good Morning Pine Valley. And then I heard my daughter being called all kinds of horrible names. Julia, the things that they're saying, they're just...
I know, Mama. Did you get my note? I didn't mean for you to be embarrassed.
I wasn't embarrassed. I was angry. How dare they say such things about you?
Papa see the story?
No. He was in the shower, thank God. I called the apartment. Mateo says you're living with Maria.
Yeah, it's harder for the press to get into Wild Ones.
Yeah, it's just till things cool down a little bit.
Julia, your father and I love you. I don't want him to hear this from strangers.
Well, Mama, you know, I'm not proud of the past, but there's nothing I can do to change it. I don't really care what anybody thinks.
Not even your parents?
Of course, that's why I sent you the note. Oh, I don't want for you guys to be hurt by any of this.
Anyone who attacks you, they hurt us too. Your father's a very proud man. His name is his honor, and now that name has been slandered.
I can control what the press says.
No, but you can help him to understand. That's what I'm asking. I want to help, too. But how do I explain to him that you two are not married and living together?
It happens all the time.
While your ex-girlfriend is pregnant?
Mama, why can't you just accept this? Why can't you just accept this?
Accept it, pero ¿qué me dice? You know this goes against everything we believe in. It's not right. Noah has responsibilities to that baby. I've tried to understand, but this is too much. This is not the life we had in mind for our daughter.
Oh, yes, I feel the tension.
It's just excruciating. It really is. So much tension in my life. I mean, Dimitri and I had another horrible fight this morning. I don't mean to rant about my marriage. I mean, what must you think?
Oh, please, that's not a concern of mine. Unless it affects your health.
Well, how could it not?
Listen, Erica, I treat the mind and the body. One heals the other. I really don't like to see you under this much stress.
Well, if it hadn't been for you, I don't even know how I would possibly have functioned at all lately.
Are you in pain now?
Well, it's bearable, but I'm just so edgy. I mean, I can't sit still. I can't relax. I've always had a lot of energy, but this is different. This is, I mean, I am jumpy. It's ridiculous. It's almost like I'm out of control.
Any other symptoms?
Sometimes I'm so tired I can't even keep my eyes open. And then other times I can't even unwind. I mean, even after a long day at the studio. You gave me something that really worked like a charm.
Was it an oral medication?
No, actually, it was an injection. And I immediately felt all the tension leave my body.
It was a muscle relaxant.
It was a miracle. Do you think that there's any possibility that you...
But of course, I'll prepare you a syringe right away.
Thank you. It's so refreshing to have someone care enough about me that they put my feelings first.
I may even let you try your hand at directing a run-through.
I couldn't do that.
Yes, you could. It's a cakewalk. Come on, I'll talk you through it.
Where are they? What have you done to them?
I beg your pardon.
My treasures. From years of scavenging the great American theaters for priceless mementos of an era slaughtered by capitalist pea-brains like yourself who believe a well-paved parking lot is more valuable than the house of Shakespeare? Of Shaw? Where is Higgins' pipe? Willie Loman's hat? My sacred treasures. I entrusted this to you. I gave you the life of Broadway, and now they are gone?
You must be Blanche Trash. I'm Tad Martin. I'm the producer of the show.
The captain of this incompetent ship?
The same. And this is my father, Dr. Joseph Martin. Dad, this is Blanche Trash. She's a performance artist. She's also today's first guest. She collects famous props from Broadway shows. It's very interesting. You should see some of the stuff.
Young man, the crown of Caesar, stuff.
He lost that in the divorce, didn't he?
My props, my life is gone.
No, don't be silly. Look, I'm sure that some AD merely misplaced it, okay? We'll find it if we have to turn this place upside down.
Oh, say you will.
I'll take care of it personally. In the meantime, why don't you go relax in the green room so I can get on it, okay?
Thank you, young man. I will dedicate today's performance to your spirit and respect for the American theater.
What happens if they don't turn up?
My spirit's in a hell of a lot of trouble. What are you doing here?
I'm your new intern.
Since when?
Yesterday. I'm a communications major, and the university set it up with the station manager.
So you're thinking about a future in television?
I figure I'll hit the coast once I graduate.
Let me know if you need a push. I've got some contacts out in California.
Thanks.
Jason, don't run off just yet. Seeing as how you're our new intern, I've got a little job for you. I want you to go through all the dumpsters in the alley. Our first guest today misplaced something, and I think maybe somebody threw it away by accident. As a matter of fact, why don't you take her with you? Her name's Blanche. She's in the green room. She's a real sweetheart, but she's got one pet peeve. She hates the idea of old theaters cluttering up valuable real estate. She just assumed they were all torn down. I think you two will get along famously. Go give it a shot.
All right.
What is that all about?
He's a college student that studies with Dixie sometimes. He's harmless.
Hey, Ted. Did you hear the news?
What now?
Station manager's retiring. They're posting the job in the next few days.
You're kidding.
Inside word is, you're the perfect guy for the job.
Well, now, what do you think?
What? Oh, not much. After all, Dixie and I just started to get back in sync.
What's that got to do with the work here?
Everything. Seems to me lately that love and ambition are a pretty lethal combination.
You have got that look.
Well, I admit that I've spent some time thinking about what it would be like to run this place, to be able to make some real programming decisions, and I'm flattered that somebody thinks I'm up to the job.
Sounds to me like you're more than flattered.
It's obvious, huh? All right, the truth is it's a great job. I'd have to be battier than Blanche not to want it. Come on.
Well, this is going to make you feel much better.
Excuse me, but you can't go in there.
Oh, I'm sorry, there was no one at the desk. I'm looking for a Dr. Jonathan Kinder.
I'm running a little late this morning. I'm his nurse. May I help you?
Yes, my name is Dimitri Merrick. I'm here about a friend of mine, Gloria Marsh.
Marsh. Oh, yes, the young woman interested in the nursing position.
That's right. I had an appointment in the building. I saw Dr. Kinder's name on the directory. I just thought I'd put in a word for my friend Gloria.
He's in his office, and his first patient isn't due for a while.
May I speak with him?
I'm sure he wouldn't mind. Why don't I tell him you're on your way?
Well, thank you. Thank you. Doctor, I hope you don't mind my interrupting you.
Dimitri, what on earth are you doing here?
Senora Santos, this isn't the life I want for Julia either. You know it wasn't part of the plan.
No, each and every night, I pray for my children's happiness. But this whole thing, it scares me. It scared me too at first. Noah and I love each other. It'll be okay. But there's a child now.
Nobody is running away from that. I'll take care of my baby.
We both will. And the mother, she'll allow Julia's involvement?
She isn't going to have any choice. My baby's going to be surrounded by people who love him.
Well, I know that this isn't hard. This isn't easy to accept. We just have to deal with it together, right? Let's talk about it and it'll be okay. We'll see.
Dr. Clader.
Yeah.
I'm Noah Kiefer. We met just briefly a few days ago.
Of course, of course.
Listen, I'm sure you're real busy, but if you got a second, I would really love to speak with you.
Just give me a moment, huh?
Sure.
Well, what you do it, how can I help you?
Now, what are you two doing putting your heads together?
I just got a couple questions for the doctor, that's all.
Well, don't bother, Dr. Clader. I'm sure I can answer them for you.
Oh. Excuse me, Mr. Keeper. Another time, perhaps?
Sure.
Do you believe how he just dismissed you like that?
He's a busy man.
Well, he may be the best OB in Pine Valley, but his bedside manner is pathetic.
Well, he don't need to win no personality contest, as long as he takes good care of you and the baby.
Taylor's the mother?
Mrs. Santos, I thought you knew. I mean, none of us has had any privacy since that awful news show. I'm so sorry about the latest buzz, Julia. I mean, everything that they're saying.
Yeah, well, life goes on.
Well, you were very brave. If it was me, I'd just want to shut myself away from the world.
They'll lose interest soon.
Well, let's hope for your sake. But I must run, so we'll talk later, Noah?
Sure.
Esa nena. Pobre nena. That one's trouble.
So, Erica, I had no idea you were seeing Dr. Kinder.
Dimitri, it's so good to see you. Erica is a newer patient of mine. She came to me for a consultation after that dinner honoring Tad Martin.
Yes, I did have some pain after that move.
So you've been coming here since I went to Europe?
Well, darling, I wanted to tell you about it. It's just that I was so afraid that you were going to insist that I go back to Dr. Picardi, and he and Maria were so critical of me after the accident.
Erica told me that it was a relatively smooth recovery.
Yeah, she got back into her regular schedule without missing a beat. Dr. Picardi did recommend physical therapy.
Well, he was absolutely right. Had Erica been in therapy, the second injury might have been avoided.
And I didn't want to make the same mistake twice, so that's why I went to Dr. Kinder.
I put Erica on a regimen of simple exercises to help strengthen the abdomen and the key areas surrounding her actual injury.
Yes, and it's so wonderful because it's just about all natural. I mean, there is massage therapy and there's meditation. The meditation is so good for stress, darling. You should really try that.
I've found that my patients, when they're mentally and emotionally at peace, their bodies tend to respond more quickly.
Oh, yes, and it's absolutely true. I mean, it's absolutely a blessing that I came here to Dr. Kinder because now I feel almost like the old Erica again, you know, ready to take on any new challenge.
Erica is remarkable. You know, she's worked very hard at her recovery, and frankly, I'm confident she'll be back to 100% in no time.
No, I don't know what to say.
Well, darling, I thought that you'd be ecstatic to know that I finally gave in to modern medical science.
Perhaps you have a few questions. Is there anything you'd like to know about Erica's treatment?
Wait, what's the problem?
Is the job as manager as demanding as your work at Orsini?
No, that was different. After all, I felt honor-bound not to let Noah's legacy rot on the vine.
Well, you obviously love the work. What's the problem?
Well, you just hit it on the head. I do love the work. Look at this place. It's tailor-made for me. It's organized chaos. No 2 days are the same. These lost trash, exploding egos.
Well, I'm a little slow. What's the downside?
Me. I'm the downside. I don't want to make the same mistake twice. I don't want this to turn into the job that ate my life. You know how it starts out? A couple extra hours here, a few there. Next thing you know, you got a cot in your office and 3 strangers living at home you used to call your family. It's the exact same thing I did at Orsini. I started out delegating responsibility right and left. By the time I left, nobody could sign off on a paperclip without consulting me first.
All right. It's not a crime to love your work. As long as you keep everything in perspective, you'll do fine. Trust yourself. I do.
You're talking like I've already got the job.
Well, for that young fella, it's a done deal.
Well, if Rudy says it, you can take it to the bank.
Hey, Dix. I thought that was you.
Hi.
I was running errands and I spotted a beautiful face.
Oh, cheese dog. Didn't you start your job at the TV studio today?
Uh-huh. I finished early. Hey, I ran into Tad and his father this morning.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think Tad was giving Joe a tour of the TV studio, right?
Yeah, you could tell he got a real big kick out of showing his old man around.
Yeah, Joe is really proud of Tad.
You should have seen his face light up when he told his father that he might go after the station manager's job.
Excuse me?
You know the rumor. The big boss is going to step down. Tad told me he might go after it. Could be weird. I could be working for your husband.
Really?
Well, you know, stranger things have happened. Hey, why don't I buy you a cup of coffee and we can hit the books here?
You know what? I actually can't do this right now. Why don't I just meet you at the library like we planned, okay?
Sure, no problem. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just something I really got to do. I'll see you later.
Don't make Taylor disappear. That baby, that life, that's the most important thing now.
I want to be with Noah. And if that means I have to put up with Taylor, well, then I'll put up with Taylor.
We know what we're looking at. Trust us just a little bit.
You need more patience than you can imagine.
It'll be okay. We'll see.
Call me if you need anything. Llámame.
I promise, Mama.
Te quiero, mija.
Te quiero. Mama's right, you know, we have a life sentence with Taylor.
Every birthday, every Christmas, every school play. She's going to be right there to take center stage with little Noah just to get close to you.
Yeah, she might try.
The only reason why she got pregnant was to trap you. This baby was conceived on a mission.
You think? I wouldn't put it past her. But now, I really need to be a good father, Julia. I need that baby didn't ask for no trouble. I need him to know who he is, where he belongs. I want him to look up to me, to come to me when he needs me.
He will. Because you're going to be right there with him from the start. We both will.
Yeah? Well, then Taylor can play out her little fantasy and a twisted little mind. That's all it's ever going to be. Nothing she throws at us ever going to make it come true, huh?
Oh, hello, I'm glad I didn't miss you.
Well, what are you doing here?
I just wanted to surprise my husband. How was the tour?
It makes the hospital look pretty dull.
I dazzled him.
It's pretty exciting here. Ah, well, reality calls. I have a staff meeting. See you soon.
Oh, bye, Joe.
Bye-bye.
Listen, Dad, I'll get you Blanche's autograph.
I will treasure it.
Okay, beautiful. We're alone. What really brings you down to these parts?
Well, I thought I might like a little tour of my own, starting with your office.
Well, honey, you hit me on a bad day. We got all kinds of things going wrong. Got missing trash. Erica's late as usual, and I got a bunch of stuff on my desk I got to take care of. Actually, it's the beauty of this place. You never know what's going to smack you in the face when you walk through the door.
Can I help?
No, I don't think so. Not today, sweetie. I should just close the office door and get to it.
Like a good little TV executive.
Well, that's me.
Oh, by the way, I called the travel agent.
What for?
Well, Vermont's pretty popular in the fall. I thought I might, you know, pay for the inn, book the airline tickets.
When is that again?
In a couple of weeks, Columbus Day weekend.
Right.
Brass bed, autumn leaves. You're not going to back out on me, are you? You don't know my husband very well, Dr. Kinder. He's always quiet when he's caught off guard.
Darling, not at all.
Well, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Well, I don't have any questions at the moment. I do trust my wife's judgment. If she's feeling better, that's all that matters.
I only choose the best.
Well, I'm just happy you're following doctor's orders.
To the letter.
That's good. Dr. Erica is very precious to me. I'm pleased that she's under your care.
How did you find out?
Well, I didn't really. I came to talk about Gloria.
Oh, you know Nurse Marsh.
Yes. She worked as a private nurse in my household when I first came to Pine Valley.
And were you pleased with her?
Yes, Gloria is an excellent nurse. Outside her medical skills, she's kind and compassionate. You won't find a more caring person.
And what about the recent problems?
Well, the breakdown, Gloria's breakdown was tragic. They were painful, very unusual circumstances, but she has completely recovered. Now, I'm sure if you called her doctors at Oak Haven, they'd share that opinion.
Well, you obviously think very highly of her.
Well, I think that she's perfect for this job. I can't recommend her enough.
Well, thank you. I will take that under consideration.
All right, look, I've interrupted enough. I'll see you at home, darling.
Okay, I won't be late.
All right. Doctor, thank you for your time.
I was so shocked that my husband showed up here. Especially because he came about Gloria, of all people. I mean, you have to understand, my husband just simply has a soft spot for damsels in distress.
So you don't share his opinion?
Dr. Kinder, Gloria was stark raving mad. I mean, I wouldn't trust her with my parakeet, let alone a patient. Honestly, one step back into that wacko world, and you could kiss your whole practice goodbye. Listen, I thank you very much for keeping the specifics of my treatment a secret. Dimitri is rather old world.
Oh, so he's opposed to medication?
Well, let's just say that the entire Merrick family feels that you should just pick yourself up by your bootstraps. So, no, I don't think that he would understand.
Well, Erica, you're my patient, not Dimitri. Now, you have my word that everything that happens in this office is strictly between you and me.
Why don't we put that on hold just for a little while?
Why?
Well, the simple answer is it's a crazy thing we call life.
Thought we left the craziness back in Napa.
Well, we did, honey, but you never know what's going to happen.
But a job as a station manager, I get in the way.
Huh?
Tad, I know about the job.
Well, that's impossible. How could you... Honey, look, the fact is that the old manager isn't even out the door yet.
Yeah, so that just gives you lots of time to work on me.
No, that's not what I meant. You just don't know what could happen. That's all I'm saying.
A job like this affects all of us, not just you.
I think you're overreacting.
Don't you put this on me. When were you going to tell me about this? Before or after you took the job?
Erica, your treatment is extremely confidential. Now, the only way Dimitri's going to hear any details is from you.
Well, he has been known to intimidate people.
But I don't intimidate easily.
I thought Dimitri was going to be livid when he found out I was seeing a doctor behind his back.
There's no reason he shouldn't know.
Well, Dimitri doesn't like surprises. But you did smooth things over very, very nicely. Thanks to you, I did actually avoid one more, oh, Erica, what have you done now blow-ups in the Marital household.
Stubborn family members are my specialty. But you are my priority, not Dimitri and his skepticism.
I just don't know what I would have done without you for the past few weeks.
Well, just remember, I'm always here for you.
I will. I'll be seeing you again soon.
Goodbye, Erica.
Miss Cannon, I'm glad you're still here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Doctor. I'm late for work.
This won't take long. Miss Cannon, from what I've heard today, you still have a very serious problem.
You doctors always like to exaggerate everything.
You were lying to yourself and to that young man.
So I stretched the truth by a few weeks.
You broke into my office and falsified your records.
Well, you can relax because now they're true. I think I really am pregnant this time. All I need to do is just take another test.
Well, if you do, don't bother coming to my office.
Fine. But that doesn't mean you're going to tell the truth to anyone, does it?
Well, normally I do tell the father about...
But there is no father, right?
No, there certainly is not. Now, I have respected your privacy in the past, and I will continue to do this.
Thank you.
But do yourself a favor, Miss Cannon. Tell Mr. Kiefer the truth.
I thought you weren't my doctor anymore.
Giving the name of a psychiatrist, Dr. Hammond comes highly recommended. He specializes in obsessive disorders.
I do not have a disorder.
Anyone who would lie about their pregnancy is not well. And for your own sake, call. A qualified psychiatrist may get to the root of your problem.
Excuse me, Doc. I just overheard a little bit. What's the problem? Why you want to tell the psychiatrist?